Hello and greetings. Today I received a package in the mail. This package happens to be from Locked Up RC. So what's inside this package? Let's take a look. In this package we find their new OTVD shafts. These are their new CVDs they have available. First thing I can tell you, just having them here in my hand, they are very heavy, very stout. Feels like a really good piece. So what makes these better than other CVDs on the market? Let's just take one out of the package and take a closer look at it. In this package it does come with 2 new wheel nuts and 2 pins for the hexes. First thing I noticed right off the bat, these are very heavy, especially compared to the stock parts. Very stout and well made. Moves very smoothly and freely. Now these right here are going in Project Cheapbolt. These are replacing the stock dog bones and wheel stubs in those. I believe on Locked Up's website they have a picture comparing this pin here, this joint, to the stock axial piece. And it is impressive to say the least. They say that this right here will allow for about 50 degrees of steering throw, and I fully believe it. The knuckleball in here is just very smooth, moves very easily. No sense of binding at all. While we're talking about this joint in here, you'll notice that they have a coil running around the outside here. This is used to hold the pin in. That way, like if you have these out of your vehicle for whatever reason, you don't have to worry about the pin falling out. Nice little feature there. This is very beefy, nice and weighty. Has a lot of good weight to it. Speaking of beefy though, they say that these right here are over twice as strong as normal CVDs. For example, they advertise at 180 inch-pounds of torsional strength, where a stock one is in the 75-80 range. So, pretty stout little beast there. Let's talk about the end of the shaft here. This right here I'll be putting into a F1 spool from Locked Up RC, so I'm sure I'll have to sand the finish off. No big deal there, just grab some rough sandpaper and give it a go. Just knock that finish off and it should push right in. That's usually what you have to do with axle shafts and CVDs with the Locked Up F1s. They're tight with everything, so I expect that. Another feature I really like is here on the end, they threaded the stub back a little bit farther than normal. This way it allows you to run, if you're running narrower wheels and you're moving your track in, this will allow you to be able to tighten the wheel nut down all the way instead of having to run washers on the end of it. That's just a common thing that sometimes happens whenever people narrow the track with. Not going to be a problem for me because I do not plan on narrowing it. So what we'll do is I'm going to put these in my deadbolt. I'll be replacing the stock axial stuff in there, so I know this will be a lot stronger and a lot beefier than what's in there. I'm expecting this to be an easy, straightforward install, so I guess I better get started and see how it goes. Before we install those CVDs, I figured I'd take a look at the stock steering I have right now. This is maxed out. I mean, it's not bad. I'm running the Locked Up RC clockable C-hubs, and I am running the RPM knuckles. There we go. We now have the axle out of the truck, and you can see where our steering is being limited here. It's just not allowing the arm to move and far enough to touch the axle. Well, it's binding up right here where the axle shaft and stub come together. They're binding up on themselves in here. The CVD will take care of that problem and allow for a lot more movement. The next time you see this axle, it'll have the CVD installed so we can compare kind of a before and after shot. Right there is where we're at before. I just want to back up here for a moment and show you the axle with the CVDs installed. In true Locked Up fashion, the stubs on these are a little bit thicker than most other ones. It's just because to make them fit a little bit better into other brands' lockers and spools and stuff. But I am running the F1 spool here, which has tighter tolerances too. So be prepared if you're running the Locked Up spool and the shafts. They'll take a little more filing than normal to get them to fit good. But they do fit very snug, they're very tight. You don't have to worry about any slop there, so that's a good thing. So, just wanted to show you that. And just give you a little tidbit there. Now I'm going to go ahead and grease this axle up. Go ahead and grease the gears real good and pack the tubes to stop water from coming in. So just allow me to do that, and we can get this puppy installed underneath the truck. Now there's something here I want to show you. I have the Chubbs on. These are locked up RC Chubbs with the locked up CVD. Problem I'm having, it's not really a problem, I just want to show you this. The clearances are so tight that I actually cannot get a sheet of paper between the two pieces. They're not quite touching, maybe they are just lightly, but there's still some wiggle room there. But I cannot get a piece of paper between the two pieces. Let me show you what I mean. See, it will not fit between the two pieces. They're that snug, or that close tolerances. I don't think it'll be a problem once I get the actual hubs on, but just want to be aware of it. That's all. As you can tell, we gained a lot of steering there. The arm comes back and almost touches the axle housing. So we gained quite a few degrees there, both sides. So extra steering will make it go a lot better, make our turns a lot tighter. Did have to raise the steering link up. I went ahead and made a new one, just a touch longer, just to help with the extra steering. That will give a little bit of toe out, but that's okay. So did I run into any problems? Yes I did. Let me show you one of them. The problem I ran into here was with the axle stub. It has this little lip on it. If you're using stock or stock equivalent hexes, the problem is when you slide them up on and line them up with the pin, they will not go all the way on. They will not engage the pin fully. The reason being is they're catching on this lip. So these stockers are the same way. See, slide up on there, line up with the pins, and just does not engage all the way. So solution for that is you can just drill out your hex in the middle if you have that problem to fit up over top that nub, like so. A small thing, but just something I thought you should know about. Now Project Cheapbolt is rocking those locked up RC CVDs. They fit very well. They are, as you saw before, they are a little tight right in here, but they assured me that that is fine, as long as the clearances are there. So if need be, you can take a little bit of material off the C hub, but wasn't necessary here in our case. They've given us a lot more steering, which is what we was going for, as well as that added durability. Just keep in mind though that your stock wheel hexes may need to be drilled out on the outer edge so they fill up over the stubs. But once again, it's a minor thing. If you're running aftermarket wheel hexes, some will fit just fine. So there you have it. Would I recommend these to other people? Yes I would. So the added peace of mind of that strength and rigidity that they've added can't be beat, and the added steering is a good bonus. Do plan on maybe adding these to our other studio deadbolt as well, whenever the time comes. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any other future updates or other projects. And make sure you go ahead and like this video as well. Thanks for watching, and happy RCing!